literally the second one.
Welcome to episode 26 of the Role Slayers podcast. We're crushing it.
Doing the things.
We're playing all of the dungeons and no dragons so far.
Your
But
energy is bad.
So far.
Whose energy is bad?
Tyler's energy is
His
bad.
energy is always bad during announcements.
I know.
You can't make it not
Just
bad.
pretend, you know?
Chronic bad juju.
Alright,
You're
I'm
just
gonna
like, welcome back. Hi,
wow.
podcast guys.
It's like the joke where in Parks and Rec, Leslie goes on like
No, don't describe
NPR.
the joke from a sitcom. I don't want
It's
to
literally
the
just-
energy is here, and you're bringing it lower.
I'm just an NPR stand-in at this point.
Well, it's just I'm gonna do the announcements real fast.
Siren Skate.
Okay.
Siren Skate. They do the sound effects. You know who does the music, Chris? Beyond Skyrim, Scanlan's Short Halt Music, and Celestial Lamp
Chris?
Project. Check out all of those, Chris. Hey, Chris, do you know where we get our minis? We get our minis from Eldritch Foundry, Chris. You didn't answer fast enough. Use our code RollSlayers at checkout for 15% off STL files and custom minis. Go check them out. Patreon.com/Chris. RollSlayers. Oh no! Chris, just missed it. Missed it by that much. Patreon.com/RollSlayers. I'm gonna put some drawings in there. WorldAnvil.pxf.io/RollSlayers.
Wait, are you actually gonna put some drawings in there?
Yeah. If Tyler will actually give me the login, because he tried and he realized he just
God.
logged in with a Google
I don't want
account.
any more updates
I'm
about
gonna
this because
set
they're all
an
over
order for
the
myself to then nag you guys to just do the thing.
Do the thing.
If you want to know what's going, I'll give you the update. Is once again Tyler's cybersecurity strikes again, and it doesn't exist, and now I can't get in there.
Yeah, I have a.
WorldAnvil.pxf.io/RollSlayers. Go check that out. That's the link you can use to get a World Anvil, build your whole dang world, build all of your settlements, build all of your peoples, your religions, whatever. You know, go start a religion, World Anvil. And finally, Chris, what social media platforms are we on?
Yeah, Chris.
Twitter. Patreon. I think we're on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Facebook, Twitter, Patreon.
Discord.
No, Discord.
Oh, we got you, Hayden.
TikTok, YouTube.
Yes, YouTube.
Instagram.
Like, subscribe, give us 5 stars on Spotify, and also check us out on Discord. Get our link on our website and in our Instagram bio. Chris.
Get on our LinkedIn.
I still want to make LinkedIn's for each character.
No, we're not getting on LinkedIn.
Oh, Zach totally needs a LinkedIn.
Hi, I'm Zach. Happy to network with you.
I would love to headbutt all of your enemies and skewer them with my
All right,
mighty
we're
magic
done now.
sword.
We're playing the game now. It's going.
We are playing the game. We are
That's-
making a resume for Zach.
Play the game.
That's not the game anymore.
So, last we left off, the party split ways. Some headed toward the bar Durgis Tap House to chat with Hesh, get in fights, generally rabble-rouse and inquire about Thalar.
Definitely not go on any dates.
Some went to Drilla's home, chatted with her a bit about where their update is, about Mull, and if he's actually, you know, a good king, a good kind of straight, honest person. And then, last but not least, Ori and Leaf made their way to Yaz's abode to have a meeting with this brusque gentleman, bequeathing a dagger into him and talking about some
bequeath
business
a dagger
plans.
into him.
Take that how you will, audience at home. convincing him at least a little bit that this business venture might be worthwhile to him. He told them he would vote for them to be, given rights, and told him come back in a couple months. He's got his own stuff going on. The party probably reconvenes at various hours, and it probably takes a long rest by the time some of you guys are back. And morning comes. What are you guys doing?
All right. So here's what I'm thinking. And stop me if anyone's averse to this, but it sounds to me like from the findings of you two, and he gestures to Visa and Mert, our friend over there, I got other names. Ilsine, yeah, thank you. Ilsine seems like, well, he's not entirely above board, doesn't seem to be, that's not a secret. He's not harboring eyeless in the base of the church and nothing.
No, he's just making illegal drugs.
No, and more importantly, is he's not. That doesn't cause any worry to Drilla.
And most importantly, did you get any?
Well, I picked up some of the mushrooms.
Okay, well that's workable.
Was I not supposed to talk about the mushrooms?
Carry on.
You two talking about Thalar. What's your take on her?
She is a little bit out of her mind.
And I don't feel like we have a lot more information than we had before we went to go visit her. Like, she's obviously kind of overreaching her bounds with the pursuers, maybe has this like personal vengeance against the Torvenbergen, or
just
maybe
has
she's
an insatiable desire to hurt people's bodies for fun, and she needs a way to do that, even though she's on the council. That's pretty much it.
So, there's nothing with the eyeless that we could really get out of Hesh or her, but not if she's not normal. She's also kind of weird.
There could be more. I mean, they are very reticent to share with us as outsiders, so maybe there is more there, but Hesh was willing to hang out and share some of their sneaking tactics and things, which was nice, but I don't know if there is more we could learn
He
there.
is not aware of anything having to do with the islands.
Yeah, I don't think he would know.
But maybe Thaler a little bit, but I don't really want to be around her unless I have to.
Well, that's fair, because I think right now, personally, again, stop me if you disagree, our strongest lead is probably, why can't I keep, probably Yaz.
Probably.
He's clearly hiding something. He's got business that he doesn't want anyone to know about, and he does know about the eyeless. And he's very unpleasant and very secretive, and he's got a big old mana. And also, something I haven't quite noted, he did quite well when there was war between continents. And I'd guess somebody like that wouldn't mind firing off another war between continents. And eyeless do seem like a pretty good kickoff point for him.
It is interesting that he insisted that he's not a businessman and you should be talking to Yaz about your, using Ori's artificery to make things. But then he also was saying, I have my businesses I am attending to, I don't have time for this.
Right, that's kind of what I was thinking. He says he's not a businessman at all.
Poking out of both sides of his big weird mouth.
Yeah, he's not particularly clever, at least doesn't seem to be. It's good news for us, but also it's a good point that you're making there. So, I'd have put it out there. I think we ought to try to get into his mana at some point during the day, because we went there yesterday. He wasn't available. He wasn't available till what time was it yesterday evening that we met up with him?
Probably around 7.
7? Okay. We know that he's also a carouser. He's often at the bars late, but he was back home about 7 p.m. Mid-evening. So if we go during the afternoon, I think we might be able to get in there and poke around some.
Oh, you think we should like go poke around inside of his house?
I mean, if we can.
Oh, is it not like heavily guarded by other people?
It was, but I did recognize where those guards were when I went and visited twice. So I think between that and a little bit of creative thinking, we might be able to access it.
Hayden, actually, I forgot to ask this last time. As you guys were leaving, what was your passive intelligence?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you did ask
You
how
did
many
ask my
started,
passive.
Yeah.
My passive intelligence is 13.
Okay. As you left, you noticed that there was literally only one guard. It was literally just his son.
I thought you said there was other guards at the door who took me down to the gate guard.
There's only
There were 2 guards as you first approached
Okay.
the first time, and they went inside. You haven't seen any other guards since.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think they probably have a few folk that they have doing regular patrols and such, but if we're smart, we ought to be able to get in and get out pretty quick. My thought.
okay, but like, what is the backup plan if we get caught and then they want to kill all of us or like not let us leave? How do we get out of this town? We have a good backup plan?
More importantly, what do we do in the off chance he finds us and threatens to eat me? Because I'm not about to go out quietly, if that's the case.
Little Mert, we will not let him eat you. I promise.
Oh no, I wouldn't mind. You know, I prefer not to off councilman, but at that point the damage is done, so I might as well, you know, finish the job. If that makes sense.
Well,
And I should probably let y'all know that we're alone, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Manors out hunting.
Yeah, he's still out.
I managed to nab not a lot, but a little bit of this special herb that Phalos was protecting us with. I take out my little pouch of it. I think it could probably take one person all the way back through the woods, but not everybody. And I know that you two over there managed to nab a few smokes off of our dead poacher fruit too, huh?
Oh, is that what happened?
I believe so.
I thought I got all of it. That's fine.
Got all of what?
All that he had.
Okay, just all that he had.
Yeah. It
Okay.
didn't seem like he had a full, like, stash of it on him.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lee just has what he like.
I stole my
Out
stuff.
of
and-
the baskets, and you
Yeah.
got some cigarettes from
Yeah,
the dead weird guy.
Gilnick.
Yeah.
cool.
That head is slowly decomposing as well. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh,
No, it's
that's back
back
in.
in Wynwood.
Doesn't he have a bag of keeping, holding?
He doesn't
whatever?
have a bag of holding, unfortunately.
Gross.
Yay!
Surely they
We
have.
probably
some.
ought to find a jar or something to pickle this in, turn it in.
It's like surely they have some kind of like preservation we can do.
Or he tends to know some preservation techniques.
Or you got a jar big enough?
She mumbles from inside her mic and it. Oh, that's loud. Yeah, I think I could figure it out.
That's some scut work. I'm sorry about that. As for the rest of y'all, what do you think? You want to try and make an approach on the house today?
Oh, like today?
Well,
When else are we?
You could stake. We could spend some time staking it out and see if we can spot the comings and goings of gods a bit more, if you prefer.
it's worth noting that we don't know how many days we have before we're either accepted to the community or killed.
Were they going to kill us? I don't think they were going to kill us.
Well, that was very much on the table.
Well, you know.
Outsiders seeing the community and all that. Just saying that this is our third day here after arriving. So if we're going to find something, we best as well not waste an entire day. And the other thing to note is whatever our approach is to investigating council members, would like to save, as how did you put it, offing a council member till after we have some sort of evidence, because I think that would still lead to the very much on the table us being killed by Nogbuz.
I very much agree with that. Hence me bringing up the herb to get us, at least out the door in a pinch.
Great backup plan.
Well, I wouldn't call it great because I don't have much of it, but I got a little bit. I could probably find some more.
Just start. As a matter of fact, Yaz may have some.
It's a good point.
I have
So he,
some extra.
well, if we can think of a way to get in the building, okay, let me take the temperature. Y'all think we ought to spend a day kind of surveilling and then give it a try late at night? Or do you think we ought to spend a day surveilling, try it tomorrow afternoon, or just go right for it?
When is he normally not there?
He usually, based on what I can tell, he usually gone, most of the day. He'd take off in the morning, probably around now is when he'd be walking out, come back in the evening. Though, like we said, we saw him walking around real late at night, or those two did, when he threatened to eat mud and all that.
Does it have windows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, getting in wouldn't be a problem.
Should all of us go to do this?
I mean, I can certainly help mask our presence on the way.
I'm probably the smallest and the sneakiest, so
I can help.
You're also the most likely to
Very
be
quiet.
that's fair.
I can give us enough time and cover to scope it out, see the general passage of guards with enough time to decide to either back up or go in.
And look, I can't exactly do too much to sneak in. It's never really been I tend to delegate that when I can. I can cover a retreat pretty well.
Well, then let's just try it. If we're as ready as we're going to be, why not just do it now?
We are running out of leads.
And
I think the more optimistic way would be to say we're narrowing down our leads.
Sure.
What if there are no leads and this is all just a dead end and nothing comes from this?
Then I suggest we procure more of that herb.
Okay.
Yeah, best I figure we procure more of the herb as our backup plan, but also this is kind of a bonus. I feel like we could probably skate by without doing this, but were we to do this, this would probably be better for us. I think I could leave this place without too much difficulty.
The only thing is, even if we have the herb to go back into that forest, the pursuers would come after us, and they are very good at what they do.
You think they would come after us? Do you think that we're not too low on their
They will absolutely come after us.
That's probably a good thought.
Thalar, are you kidding me? If she had a chance to hunt someone down in the woods and then bring them back and kill them.
I mean, how often do outsiders come to Nogbuz and then leave?
Who are
With-
also not orcs.
With knowledge of what their town is like and where it is and how to get through the forest.
Then why are we even doing this plan that might get us into more trouble?
Because we need to show them that we are finding out what is happening with the Eyeless because they don't want them to be back.
Okay, well then let's do it.
Also, didn't we find out more about the Eyeless ourselves?
Don't really like
Independent
them.
information.
They are
know-
the worst.
Yeah, they're kind of creepy, and I've seen some creepy stuff.
All right, do we do it? Do we make
Yeah.
our way towards the...
Let's do
You can
it.
make your way down towards the manor.
Is Ori following along in her Myconid?
Mike and it is Mick is following
Yes.
along.
Okay.
Cool. This little trick, I think we can. Do we want to hide our approach?
You moving stealthily towards the manor?
Yeah.
I think once we get like outside of regular city, we would want to do that.
Okay.
But like, I think being just normal as we can on our way there might be beneficial. I don't know.
Just because
We're already crazy.
I'm pretty sure that we weren't supposed to leave unannounced.
The territory around
Cool.
is fine.
Acceptable.
Yeah.
Is it like there's one road and his is the only manor up there? Like
It's
if
not
you're
really a
seen
road.
leaving up that direction, are people gonna be like, well, I saw that group of new weirdos going up towards Yaz's house?
There's nothing else out that way.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
on our wherever we need to start covering our base to not be seen
Okay.
going to Yaz's house. I
I'd say
will
we could
use.
probably like. I've been there twice now. Do you think that I could find something of an indirect route? You know, it's a lot of woods and stuff. Do you think we could divert and then go that direction?
How good's your survival score? Just so you're aware, Jed, you're knocking the mic a little bit. I think you're against the backdrop. It's okay.
It's
should
not.
be
It's
fine.
not great.
It's not great. I mean, maybe you could find a roundabout way. You want to try it?
I mean, if I'm not confident in backroading it, no, I guess not.
My little
but
urchin feet.
Yeah, you're not going to be in the city anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
But would my little urchin feet help me find kind of sneakier ways through the city?
Yeah, you guys. I haven't even called for the stealth check yet, though. We're still figuring out the approach.
all right.
I guess we're trying to decide when we want you to check us, if we're still in town or not totally like getting to.
Well, I think it's decided that you guys are going to leave town stealthily. It's
I
just
think
the
that
path.
taking the urchin approach. Now that I know that that's on the table, would probably get us out of town without being seen that we're like going that direction.
Yeah,
which is really what the key thing was.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you guys advantage on stealth due to the urchin background.
Word.
Go ahead and make stealth checks for me.
Is this
Big
stuff
numbers.
going to include our approach to the?
This will be a long-term stealth check, yes.
Okay,
You
then
wanna
I
pass without a trace?
I'm gonna add pass without a trace.
Okay.
Oh, bless you.
What does that
Forgot
do?
about that one.
Add 10.
Maze's eyes glow a little bit as kind of masks your presence in a little bit of a cloak.
Just looks kind of like glittering pollen comes up from the grass wherever you step and mutes the sound.
Oh, so all of us get
what'd
plus
you just
10.
do?
Plus
Since I got a
10.
nat 20, that makes it 33. I am invisible.
Yeah.
36.
30 for me. Yeah.
What do you got, Leaf?
Yeah, we're all invisible.
I'm sorry, guys. I just got a 27 on this one.
Lame.
Only 27.
Let's see.
Wait, roll an advantage and add 10, or is it?
Roll an advantage and add 10.
I also got a
Oh!
33.
No, still 20. Still 36.
And
We smash cut to us being inside the mansion, I guess.
sorry, one sec. Gotta roll for Ori.
Is that where there's a
Do you want to roll
Stealth.
one of Ori's sparkle dice?
No. Oh, well, 17.
Plus 10?
Yeah, 17 is the roll.
Oh.
I rolled a 2, or a 3. So,
You shouldn't be allowed to roll for her. One
Okay.
of us shouldn't be the ones to
someone
roll
else
for her.
roll for
I will
you.
roll Ori's dice.
It's a +2 modifier.
This is the pettiest bully.
And it's-
disadvantage.
It's not.
With
It's
disadvantage.
straight roll because
Oh,
you
shit.
had advantage.
We should take
Okay.
Tyler's roll.
Oh, come on.
We'll take my original roll. But you guys stealthily make your way through the town, through the about 30-minute walk up
So good.
into the hills towards the manor and approach the outskirts. You guys continuing forward? Do you have a plan of ingress? What's going on?
Well, what do we see when we get there?
How close are you getting?
maybe
Well, you tell me. We rolled a 78 on our
You can
stealth.
get really close.
maybe tree line so that there's
Okay.
nothing between us and the building. So
Sure.
we can see
People.
what are the points of
Yeah.
entry.
Well, give me 2 perception checks from whoever wants to be the eagle eyes. Okay. We got one for Mert. Anybody else?
Receive.
I've got decent perception.
Good rolls today. 22.
22.
That is Also 22.
Okay.
Mamma mia.
You
That's
guys
a
see
spicy meatball.
Yaz's progeny leaning on his spear
How
near the
did
front gate.
how do his pants look? Are they wet at all or?
No, pretty dry. Sorry. You see, various paths of entry, both windows, balconies. There are a couple of side doors that look like they go off onto adjoining kitchens or something. There's obviously the front door. And you see two other guardsmen patrolling in heavier armor. Looks to be like large, thick iron helmets with kind of a faceplate that goes down, but it's up, and there's a thick shadow cast over their faces, with 22s.
Do they have eyeballs?
They do not have eyes.
We did it!
Oh.
Technically, we could just leave and call it a day, right?
We have to have proof.
We need to bring back these heads with no eyeballs in them.
That's pretty good.
So,
Or,
yeah, I think Visa will just whisper. Alright, that's a start.
Did you see that too?
I did. Telling everyone those guards are missing their eyes. Those two.
Zai would like grab Zek's arm, like, oh, it's for real, it's happening.
He's gonna like.
So does that mean I get to kill him now?
Perhaps maybe we start with seeing what we can find inside, because if we can get away from this without anybody getting hurt, that's preferable.
Yeah.
Great. Plan B would be to find our way out and leave with
And
one of
like
them.
have to get his head or something, right?
Sure.
But
Okay.
then how will they know that we didn't just take the eyeballs out?
that's a great point.
Does it look different?
Perhaps we
Drag the whole body.
nab our friend number 3 alive.
His son.
We're talking about last plan of action.
He has the same.
Unwilling as he would be, that would technically be a witness.
Okay. So first plan is to sneak in and try to find some proof in like the papers that
Something like that.
yes has this like the eyelids.
Or perhaps
Boy,
like a
find
secret
a jar of
basement.
eyes would be good.
Jar of eyes, secret basement, letters from Staggarth.
Okay.
Trying to something or other.
Do like those eyelids, do they have like magic vision that can like see through things, or we think you're okay?
There's that one orc that sensed them out when he got close.
Okay.
So I think if we wait till they're making the perimeter on the far side, we go for a back or side door.
Okay. Then we'll follow you.
You wanna take point when they're around the corner?
Sounds good.
You're gonna try and go in through like a side door whenever the rotation.
How long does
Okay.
Pass Without a Trace last?
An hour. Could I get whatever check you feel would get you over a 10-foot iron fence,
Oh,
guys?
acrobatics. Hang on.
It is like
Intimidation.
barred, so you could technically squeeze through with acrobatics, or you could just jump.
18.
Okay.
So 16.
Okay.
16.
Can I? Is there any way I can just opt out or take one of their roles?
Can I
Nope.
cast guidance on you, like looking that you're struggling and
Yes,
having
please
you
cast guidance
have
on me.
you need some help.
Don't even ask, just do it.
Can you describe this fence?
It is a wrought iron fence of like thick posts, spaced about yay wide.
Okay, then I would go over to him and I would cast jump onto Leaf, and he would jump. Well, wait, didn't we decide that
Yeah,
only
we
makes you
figured it
jump
doesn't
like,
really work.
Yeah,
on
it
me.
doesn't really work on Leaf because he's weak.
How much does it make you, like 5 feet in the air or something
Your
stupid?
strength.
3 plus
Yeah.
your strength modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, my strength modifier, full disclosure, is at -2.
I like jumped a lot better last campaign.
I know.
Just saying.
I know. You really just need to have like a +1 and it's great. But anything in the negatives, it just doesn't do anything.
Okay, then it's fine. I will cast the guidance.
Okay.
I think I can probably scramble for an acrobatics check. He's a pretty slender guy. He can
Okay.
slide through some bars, and that's a D4 added to it.
Yep.
And that's just flat, right?
Yep.
No advantage or anything.
Acrobatics.
Please.
Can I use
This
my
is-
mage hand to like help him up over
If you get stuck.
it? To, like give him a
Yeah,
little,
I'll give you advantage
give
for
him
that.
a little boost.
Help.
Like I will use my hands to help him, and then another mage hand to like help him get over.
Oh, okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. I got a 19.
Ori also has that harness.
Well, we're also gonna have to roll for Ori.
And like it.
Okay, should I not roll for one?
You can.
Need measured.
What check do you want to use, Natalie, to get through this fence?
We need her.
Her dex is better than strength, but I don't know about the mic in it.
Yeah, the Mykin is probably not getting through this
You can
fence.
just like lay him down in the grass or something.
Let's see. There are stats to him.
We could just, lay him down and then have either Leaf can talk in your brain or.
Do we need a lookout?
Yeah.
I can figure it out. Jed, if you grab me Tasha's.
I was just gonna ask if we need a lookout.
Yeah, you
Might
could
make
just.
be the lookout.
Well, the Myconid.
Not by himself.
Let me see Tasha's.
There you go. Because we have the Wand of Pyrotechnics, and somebody outside of the fence could be waiting to see if Yaz comes down the road.
What was your check, by the way?
I haven't made it yet. I was gonna say probably getting help from somebody climbing over the fence.
I can
Okay.
also mage hand you over if needed.
I'll give you advantage for help.
Like if we use our own hands to give him 1 foot, and then like another mage hand to give him another foot.
Oh, okay. So the Steel Defender has a strength of +2. So
Yeah.
if Ori's in there,
It's not. It's kind of bulky though, so it might break the fit. I think it's
Just
probably
big
fine.
wrought iron fence.
I don't.
It's probably no, it's fine. I'm gonna roll. What's the modifier?
If it's
over here. It's +2.
+2. Oh,
Let me roll.
okay. Roll.
I don't trust you.
That's a 14 for VSAT.
14.
But even with like a little bit of help,
It's a tall fence, but you're able to get over it.
Where's the good one?
It's not a high DC.
oh no.
Mick's having some trouble. Do you want to leave Mick behind and make the attempt yourself, or do you want to
Actually,
stay with Mick?
Ori should just be able to go through the bars. She's small.
Ori
She's
can-
small. She'll
Ori
get
can
advantage.
Just Mick won't be able to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I
But he
cast-
can- he-
If I cast jump
You wanna roll
on Mick, could he jump? No.
It's a
Oh,
self-cast.
Just make a dexterity
Save those stats.
acrobatics with
Can
advantage.
you cast it on other people?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you cast it on Leaf?
Because it doesn't
it's
help him,
dependent. Yeah, it's dependent on your strength mod.
Oh, you can
It like
cast it on Mick.
increases your jump.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
So his is like -2,
It still wouldn't be enough for
and
Mick.
it multiplies it. So it's like
Yeah,
three
with that
times
roll.
their strength mod.
Yeah,
So since his
creature's
like, doesn't,
jump distance is tripled.
the math doesn't check out.
Well, okay, so yeah, that's what it does for me. Is your jump
Zero,
height
still zero.
is your jump height is 3 plus your strength mod, so I can only vertical jump 1 foot. So if you triple that,
That's right, because your vertical would be 3 feet with that spell.
I can jump 3 feet
So
now.
it's like
It's a 17 for acrobatics.
Yeah, you're able to
For
squeeze
Ori.
through the bars.
All right, so we're all through.
Yes.
Did we get the Steel Defender?
No.
Unless jump is casted on Mick.
I don't. It's a tall. It triples his jump, which is what 2
If it's
2 plus 3, right?
Yeah, 2 plus 3, so 15.
Okay.
15
Yeah,
foot.
Mick would be able to get over if you cast jump.
I would cast jump
Okay,
on
cool.
him.
So
Then there's
So I use my gift
Mick-
Yankee jump. So I use enough spell slots.
very quietly,
Some little grasshopper legs.
Still with the pass without a trace. So.
Yes, as it lands, it thumps into the ground. You feel a little bit of reverberation, but these spores cover a lot of the sound.
I actually don't have any of the grasshopper legs. Zach, could I borrow some of yours for
Yes.
these? And I want to take his grasshopper legs and eat them a little bit and then cast the jump and then it would all work out.
So you guys are headed through a side door. You approach.
Wait, I would cast 8 on all of us.
Okay.
Not all of us, 3 of us.
How long does that last?
For 8 hours.
Oh.
Choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration. So it would be probably for Leaf and for Mert and probably for Visa for your hit points.
Bless you, O cleric of Avandra, for your mercies that you show us today.
How many?
He
5.
said quietly.
Yes. You're welcome.
As you guys approach the side door, who's opening it?
Murd.
Okay.
You go to open it, and it is indeed locked.
Thieves' tools.
Okay, go ahead and make a lock-picking check.
Hey, there we go.
I would like to help him lockpick it by spitting on the lock to make the tools go okay.
Yeah, roll at disadvantage. This is gonna be a roll. This is gonna be a straight roll. I don't know if there's a way for Leaf to technically help Mert in this situation.
I told you how I help.
Visa will just hand on the back, cast guidance.
Okay.
Cool. So this. What are the odds?
Knox.
1 in 400.
4.
4.
Can Ori
Did you-
step in?
Oh, roll your d4. And the check has been made, unfortunately.
Gosh.
That's all right.
There's windows.
3.
So a total of 7.
Yep. Yeah.
You rattle your thieves' tools around, but this lock
Stop wasting our time.
Vexes
The hell is
you.
this locked?
All right, plan B.
is locked.
Get your dagger out. And Visa is going to sneak forward a little bit and cast heat metal on the knob and lock.
Okay.
Once it's red hot, just press your dagger in and turn it like a hinge. And I'm gonna melt it.
You're gonna try and have him break the lock with the
Yeah, by
Once
forcing
it's
his
melted.
dagger in once it's like malleable.
dagger. Go ahead and roll a couple damage rolls for me with heat metal.
Are there damage rolls for that?
Yeah.
It just does damage calculated when there's a creature against the metal.
Yeah, I'm gonna apply that to the metal.
All right, cool. That is 7 fire damage.
Okay, go again. Probably have a few rounds of casting in there in you before the guard
It
rotation
lasts
circles
a
back
minute.
in. Yeah, so you probably have a little bit of time. The guard rotations are quick, but you feel like you could get a couple more rounds of damage in there. It's starting to glow.
And that is another 9 fire damage.
Okay, it starts to get kind of soft, goopy, putty-like. As you do so, you jam your dagger in and twist. Give me just a general dexterity check.
Do better on this one. There we go. 15.
You're able to find the locking mechanism, the actual bar itself, and snap it in half, and it clinks into the mechanism, leaving the door unbarred. You're able to make your way through quickly.
Immediately stop so that it'll cool and blacken. And
I was
not draw
gonna say,
attention.
I can, I don't know, if I cast Frostbite on it, it'll just blow up. Never mind.
Make your way inside to a large.
Oh, wait, actually, Tyler, when we're on the other side of it, I would like to cast Mending on the doorknob.
Oh,
repair
that
it
is
to
a
its
good
initial
one.
status.
Sure. You pop yourselves in, and Leaf, you immediately turn around and mend the doorknob. It snaps back into place.
Just a heads up, that was concentration. That drops pass without a trace. So if we need to sneak, I can cast that again.
Okay.
You will need to if you want to maintain stealth.
I will re-up pass without a trace.
Go ahead and make another
Reroll.
stealth check as you guys come in.
So that's still plus 10.
Here's where our fart rolls come in.
I know. It's really bad.
Oh no, that's still pretty good.
Orion and Mick both did really well.
27.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
33.
30 something.
27.
Just
All right.
20, 30.
30.
2030.
Quietly, once again, you creep your way into what appears to be a very large kitchen. Classic black and white tile floor, large, like professional grade stoves that burn like charcoal and fire. What looks to be like copper pots, big windows, a very large larder attached on the side as well. There are 2 doors, one leading further back towards the parlor and one leading back towards the back side of the house.
Leaf, what do you suppose that study was?
Well, parlor's back through there, and that's where he invited us, so we need to go somewhere probably a little bit
Further
not
in?
there.
Alright,
I think you're up.
I'll go back.
Back and up. Back and up.
So door number 2?
Okay, so you,
Not towards the parlor?
yeah, you're going towards the back of the house. You open this into a short hallway that leads to an L-shaped junction. There is one door off this hallway to the right before the L-shaped junction. The L-shaped junction also leads to another door.
Should I be mapping the house, Tyler?
It's your call.
Kind of sounds like it.
No, I don't.
Mini dungeon.
No, I don't have any paper.
But fancy.
It's a fancy.
Nice
I wasn't
pots and
prepared
a
for this.
pantry.
The doors look different, or are they all just kind of the doors inside the house?
Nice heavy doors.
Okay.
They don't seem to be
Can we
distinguished in any
hear
way.
anything? Can we see any people?
You don't hear or see anyone.
Okay.
Passive perception of 18.
You don't hear or see anyone.
What's behind door number 1?
The first hallway door?
Yep.
You take a peek and it seems to be a sitting room.
Pass.
Okay? You continue
Not a
along the
parlor.
hall.
No, not the parlor. A sitting room, Hayden.
Okay.
Fancy people have many rooms that are the same thing.
They just
call them
sitting.
different things.
Yep.
Molly,
the
the player, is
standing
like,
room.
I want to go in. Okay, I'm going there, and I'm going to go in the larder, and I want to see what kind of cheese he has, and I want to check out the pots, and I want to see his deep sink,
Copper
and
pots.
Zach does not care.
Turn the L junction and come into a large glass paned room. It looks to be almost greenhouse-esque, where there are various pools and lounging furniture. There are various plants and garden implements. It looks to be kind of like a sunroom. Adjoining these, this room is the back wall made of wood and stucco with 2 other doors studded into it.
Doors.
Molly, the player, also wants to stay and hang out in the solarium.
Yeah, quick question. Can Beast make a nature check or something to see if these look like local or foreign plants?
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check.
To see
Are
if
they
these
cold flake trees?
Speak with them.
Let's see. Nature, that is just a 9.
The flora from this seems to be both local and foreign. You see all sorts of plants here.
Okay.
You said 9?
9.
Spot a couple of things that typically only grow in the Underdark.
Well, collector. He gets
Or
around,
status
or
guy.
he gets around, or he at least gets gifts from afar.
Oh, that is strange.
Well, our other eyeless friends were keen on hanging out underground, so it's, I suppose, worthwhile to keep an eye out for trapdoors.
Well, that was good to think about. I would be paying extra attention to any trapdoors that we might see.
Yes.
Okay, is there anything else in this room?
You can spend some time and look around if you'd like.
I would just follow probably Leaf and Visa.
You know,
do whatever they
something's
do.
given me some funny vibes about this room. I'm gonna take a quick second to look for trapdoors or anything like that.
Okay, go ahead
Mark's
and
curious.
make an investigation check.
Just 21.
Everything appears as it seems here. Or
Okay.
seems as it, it's all
Yeah.
above board. No secret tunnels, no things hidden in the plants.
Okay, another rich person around.
All right.
Yeah.
Then we move on.
Mert's not interested in any of that. He's going straight for the double doors.
It's two separate doors.
Oh, two separate doors. One on the right. Okay.
Leads into.
Checking for
Yeah, I was
traps.
like, we're just marching in there?
Checking for traps.
We like
Go ahead and
are
And what's
Just add your proficiency.
listen to the other side, maybe.
soft 20.
It is untrapped.
Enter.
Okay. It is a short hallway leading to thicker double doors. Believe you'll recognize these doors to be the doors to the adjoining parlor.
Okay. So this is a big room where he had us meet. I'd be a little surprised if he had any. Look, it's worth checking. It'd be a little surprised if he had anything hidden in the room where he met strangers. But
What did the room look like in there?
it's here. Just go in.
Alright, I'm going on it.
in, and
Um,
or he did a check in here already for secret. Yes, she did.
For
already
part
did
of
a
the
check
room.
for secret doors in here.
You open the door.
Wait,
Entering.
hang on.
Could I like stop him and like listen to the door to see if we hear anybody in there?
Yeah.
Do you act before anyone?
no,
Are you acting heedlessly or?
no, definitely cautiously.
Okay.
Right.
You can stop and take a listen if you'd like.
Yes, or like crack the door and see if we see anybody in the main room.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
It's a good call.
Perception, not just passive perception.
Yeah.
This is active.
Well, seeing Zay do that,
Well-
Mert would also roll a perception check.
Okay. What do we got
Like,
from Zai?
12.
Mert's got a 22.
22. You hear the sound of scratching, for lack of a better word. This kind of quick
Writing.
sounds like handwriting.
So then I would look at Mert. Wait, does I hear that or just Mert?
Just Mert.
Oh, okay.
So Mert would look up at Zay and just like mime.
Okay, so I would put the finger over my mouth and look at Mert and like slowly, carefully close the door.
Well, Mert would want to see who's writing.
Okay.
So
I would
like,
have very big eyes and kind of look around, but like
Oh,
Mert is
boy.
going to check.
Mert would try to stealthily open to see if
Oh
he can
boy,
see
this
anybody writing.
can't be worth it.
Okay. You see sitting at a small desk, hunched over with a, you can just make out the tip of a black quill, is a figure with bright red, longer hair, kind of streaming down, a modestly clothed individual. It's not richly dressed, but not shabbily either. Yeah, that's what you see.
Is this anybody we recognize?
Not that you can tell from this juncture.
I'll do telepathic voice. Murder's in there.
And just telepathically.
I don't know, but they're writing something.
Tyler, we're on like the first level of a 2-story thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's worth noting. I'm gonna discreetly I'm gonna gesture everyone to back away from there.
Oh, Mert, like, is the telepathic link still established?
Yeah, it's still established.
Mert will kind of communicate to leave.
Well, don't you think that we should probably? I mean, here's it. They're writing something in the guy's house. Maybe they know something.
They probably do, but do you want to confront somebody on this, or do you want to try and keep digging and see what we can find?
We can keep looking, but let's be aware that they're in there.
Oh yeah, maybe we come right back here. I'm gonna convey as much to everyone else down the line. Does anyone have any disputes with that? Because I really split on it because I really do kind of want to just shake down this individual.
No, I think let's keep being sneaky and then we come back to this
We
later.
can't find anything else.
But let's be extra quiet because this house is not empty.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna try to find stairs. Is that right? To try to.
So we'll start with the left door.
Yeah, I'm thinking we try to find
solar.
something like a formal
Wait,
office.
could I cast my detect thoughts on him as he's writing?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, I would do that real quick.
He seems engrossed in writing this letter to a friend. This is kind of the vibe you pick up. He's like, should ask them about the status of the population there, and just bits and bobs of like nothing really important, but just musings of what to include in their
Do I
letter.
get the name of the friend?
No.
Or like nothing?
I mean, surface level thoughts while you're writing should give you a lot of detail.
Should give
Correct.
you what you're writing.
Yes. Okay. I mean, you can just sit and detect thoughts for a bit and just pull out the writing.
1 minute. Yes, that's what I would do.
You'll catch him mid-sentence saying, I eagerly await to join you at some point so that you can host me. I am appraised of the situation there and think that it would do me well to visit. The others in other places have, and you can tell this is very guarded. This is almost Cypher-esque, the way he's thinking. The others in other places have begun to acclimate and have put several motions in place. I would appreciate seeing said tavern and would really enjoy meeting the city lord, as you've told me so much about them. That's about where it cuts off.
So I would like motion to my temple to leave, and maybe he would establish a psychic link with
Yes,
me.
very much.
And then I would communicate all of that to him and like raise my eyebrow a little bit and like, oh, don't know about this guy.
All right. Okay. Down the line, he's gonna communicate it again. All right. This guy seems pretty clearly wrapped up in something. Oh gosh. I'll just open this up one at a time. Do we want to confront here and stake our bets that interfacing with this individual is going to give us the proof that we need? Or do we want to try to find harder proof somewhere else?
Closer to the end of our fuse. Right now we have time to look around.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
I
the
agree.
thing.
I agree.
Okay, Leaf looks around at everyone and gives a thumbs up and then gestures towards a different door.
Okay.
You can see Mert visibly frustrated, but like willingly going along.
Oh.
He'll link up with Mert. Look, I think this guy's got what we need, but if we can find an easier, better version of it where we can walk out of here without seeing anybody and anybody seeing us, I'll take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just kind of looking down at him as they're exiting this one hallway, Visa will just kind of nudge his shoulder and say, maybe there's something shiny you can filch from the next room.
Before you exit said hallway, as you move to close the door, you hear a tired sigh. Oh, do come in.
Oh, yeah, he's eyeless. I would imagine so.
Well, at hearing that, Mert's just gonna walk right in.
With your passive perception, you do see a bit of silver wire that was across the said door.
Mert.
Oh, sweet little Mert.
Enjoy your aid, my friend.
He looks back inquiringly at you. It's a full elven individual, sharper, angular features, bigger, kind of ruddier nose, bright blue eyes, and shorter, more pointed ears than you're probably accustomed to. Bright red hair.
What do you mean by a ruddy nose? What does that mean?
Ruddy, like kind of red and
okay.
bulbous.
Okay.
I just want to know how he heard us with our insane stealth roll.
Because
he didn't hear you.
Yeah, it's the alarm spell.
Oh, god dang it. Yeah.
Doesn't matter how sneaky we were.
That'll do it.
Turns in his chair and levels his eyes at Mert, then looks behind Mert.
So he does
Did you
have
leave the door
eyes.
open? He does have eyes. Did you leave the door open or did you close it behind you?
Can I? You know what? I'm gonna duck behind the door.
I think at that point, I think Mert would close the door behind him.
Okay. Go ahead and make stealth checks, everyone. I will say at this point, pass without a trace is still in effect because you recast it.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I didn't do hardly any better. That's nice. We're done with that.
Yeah.
24.
15.
17?
19.
That's good. That's good. I think we got it.
There's a mark, a downturn in his mouth as he kind of pouts, looking at the door. All of you, please.
Okay.
I would go in with him.
Can I try one more time? Because there's no way he knows exactly how many of us
It's
there
true.
are.
I would go in with him. But
All of you failed the stealth check besides, what was yours, Visa?
24.
Besides Visa.
This dude he got a 20.
well, he doesn't know.
He got higher than a 20.
Okay, Visa, you can stay if you'd like, I guess. Well, do we know that is the question. Does Visa feel confident enough in his silence that he could stay?
Visa, you are nudged up behind everyone else who's kind of Scooby-Dooed behind the door. And you didn't really move or
That'll
make
do
noise.
it.
You feel confident in your position.
If people are relenting and going in the room,
I would be the first.
Or you also failed.
I can establish a psychic link with you and tell you everything in the moment so you know exactly what
I think
to do.
as people are going in, Viso just kind of like still pressed against the wall, just kind of like, just tiny little nod, like, and if the link kind of comes in, he'll say like, look, I'll listen to this, to the garden behind us, and I'll support you from here. I can walk through the door on a moment's notice.
Or should you go
I'm good with that.
elsewhere? Go upstairs real quick, like.
I'm good with that. I think you see anybody around in the bend, you're good to have out here.
Keep me in the loop.
Oh, I think you'll hear everything just fine. But I certainly will. All right, we're going in.
Okay,
We're doing
one
it.
second. I have to pull something up real quick.
Oh, I love to hear that. That's what I enjoy hearing most of all.
It's innocuous.
Had to take a peek. Had to get a look at this red-haired individual with his red hair.
And his red.
Red hair.
And nose.
Red nose. Some Rudolph looking.
As you guys come in, he motions for you to sit. Oh, this is quite the treat.
Mark's not gonna sit down. He's just gonna like very politely get onto his knees in sort of a monk-like position.
Okay. I thought there were 6 of you.
Stand with his arms crossed.
No, it just sounds like there's 6 of us because we're so large and noisy, apparently.
Could have sworn there was another. Oh. Well, what do you have to say for yourselves, skulking about other people's houses?
Not too much. What do you have to say for yourself writing fun and exciting little notes over there?
Long live the Isles, I guess? I don't know.
That's easy enough.
Wait, what are the Islas?
You've not encountered them. There was supposed to be some grand proof you were to present to the council. I heard so much about. Yaz was yammering about it.
Well, I'm a little fuzzy on the details. They keep me around just to, keep themselves safe.
And so they've not tried to explain it to you, or you have had it explained to you and you're that dense.
I could really use the explanation. What are the Islas?
Cult of Grumsh.
Of which you are another apparent participant. Is that about right?
More of an accountant, but yes.
Can't say I like being held up here like this, if I'm being frank.
I can't say that I like people trying to walk in and get a peek at me.
Well, maybe you ought to choose a bit more scrupulous line of business then.
So what's the plan here? What you were to get supporting evidence for your claims against the council and damn Yaz to the hells for some reason? What is your end game here?
He was working on like a stack of papers, right?
Just a small letter.
Just a small letter. Is there anything else on that desk other than a small letter?
A couple of folios and tomes, but they are covered with, again, a thick layer of dust. It doesn't look like Yaz does much reading.
Okay. Seems worth doing. I'm going to subtle spell cast Mage Hand behind him
Okay.
and just kind of pick the note up.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for your mage hand.
I have to make that doesn't make any sense.
It has stats, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't have. That's
What?
you're thinking
I'm
of
thinking of
Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate
Gate.
again.
I'm thinking of
Stop
Baldur's
doing
Gate.
that.
My brain. Okay, that's fine. You pick it up, and what are you doing with it?
I'm gonna try to move. Oh gosh, maybe I ought to rethink this because there's no way I can get it into my hand without, floating a piece of paper into my hand. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry for the waste of time.
It's okay. His last question is, what is your end game here?
Well,
I'm still hooked up with Visa here. What do you think, old man? Should we just shoot him straight here?
Well, I suppose we could tell him what our end game with Nogbuz is, but perhaps certainly not what brought us here.
Deal. I'm gonna say, do as we're asked by an undisclosed person within this city so we can get out of this city. How about that?
Make a deception check if that's all, because you're not trying to do just that. You're trying to take down the islets.
Yeah, that's true. I would say.
Are we trying to take down the island?
Well, he's
You were trying to get at least more information to combat the islets.
he's omitting our purpose that brought us to Nogbuz.
Right.
So it is
That is true.
deception.
And look, I will happily take a deception check, y'all. 21. Hopefully that'll be simple.
His eyes narrow. I can't be the only reason. Surely you're not holding anything back from me. We're all
No,
friends here.
I'm being perfectly honest with a perfect stranger.
Keldy, nice to meet you.
What was his name?
Keldy.
Kelby.
Look, can I ask what? Oh, sorry.
I'll shake his hand.
Reaches out and daintily grabs your hand.
That's how you know he's a Tyler bad guy. His handshake is weak.
Limp.
Limp.
Yeah, like Bert will speak up.
Well, what's your end game?
My end game? Guess you'd call it cultural revolution.
Are you high up or are you kind of, you know?
And he sort of points to himself.
Oh.
I don't see what that matters.
Oh, it matters. Are you the one giving the orders or the one taking the orders?
I do both.
That's right, he's an accountant.
So do you work for Yaz? You both work for the Eyeless?
Yaz is, let's call him a facilitator.
Oh, are you above him or below him?
We don't, it's not that. We are not part of the same groups.
You just use his house when he's
You
gone.
call him.
He's a friend of the cult.
You call him a facilitator. Is that kind of a kinder word for useful idiot?
No,
Okay.
but he does serve his purpose.
Well,
Are you
what's the
open
purpose
to-
here? I mean, it seems what within Nogbuz was the purpose. I've heard stories of, some folk calling themselves eyeless popping up here and there on the other side of the wood there, but I don't know about here too much.
Nogbuz was the center of it for quite some time, in days long ago, and has maintained a certain decorum about it for quite some time, but there is a cancer eating at the heart of this city. We are merely here to maintain.
Well, how do you mean? Are you the cancer at the heart of the city? The metaphor is a little confused.
You mean the peace is the cancer?
In part.
You mean the king is the cancer?
In part.
So what is the cancer?
Culture. Religion, it has shifted, and not in the way that the eyeless would see it. We seek change.
While this conversation is happening, can Mert do a perception check to see if he can hear anybody coming?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I can guarantee.
17.
17. You've heard multiple thumps of footfalls throughout the house. You're not sure where or distance, but there is more activity now.
Hmm.
Am I also hearing that behind the garden?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I mean, we left Visa out there specifically to listen for this, so he would be first to know.
That's a 15.
15. You do hear footsteps in the sunroom.
While
Alright.
this is happening, I would cast sending to Visa and ask, should I try to charm him or should I leave him alone?
I would say windows closing, we're getting company.
So, again, I ask, what is your end game? And,
You didn't tell me what to do!
All right.
With 25 words, he would say, windows closing, we're starting to get company coming through the sunroom. We either force him or convince him.
would you consider us diametrically opposed? Or is there a situation where we leave it at a handshake?
With that, I would probably try to cast Fast Friends.
Okay. Is that is that
wisdom saving throw?
What components does that require?
Just some verbal components.
Okay. As you go to cast the spell, he murmurs something under his breath,
Oh, counterspell.
Okay.
and the spell fades. That wasn't very kindly.
Look, how about this? You walk out the door with us. You know, you seem to be pretty well convicted in it, so it doesn't seem that you're hiding too much. Why not just tell the relevant folk, let the big guy take the fall, and then you run free, do whatever you want?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Everybody pray. Is everyone praying?
I cast guidance on his persuasion check.
Why am I having such a hard time finding? All right, here it goes. 16. Not good. I mean, not bad, but not good enough for something like that.
16.
Yeah.
You see him ponder it for a second. Yes, is annoying. Let's see where this leads us then.
Oh.
Can I really not cast guidance on that?
Yeah, you can cast guidance on that.
I like
he's
need
just
a face and a
But that
voice.
sounded like he agreed.
he's just
I
gonna
was
know
like, oh, can I cast guidance on that?
he's just
but-
gonna know that you cast it. But
He would know that I would cast
yeah, it's got
guidance?
Guidance is visible.
yeah.
Let's see where
All
this leads. That
spells
sounded like
almost
he's
always
like.
are.
Sounds like he's saying yes so far.
It sounds like he's on board with the whole let Yaz take the fall thing.
Well, if then I cast it and that changes things, like I don't want that to happen. So we'll just leave it like it is.
Okay. He gets up and starts to walk towards the front door of the parlor.
Okay. So you're gonna walk with us, you have a quick conversation, you implicate the big man, then you go about your business.
Presumably so.
I mean, it works for me.
Shall
Visa is going to enter the room.
Knew there was a 6 of you. Rolls his eyes.
I'm still hooked up to Visa.
Visa's gonna lift the little silver thread.
Forgive our precaution.
What?
I'll say to Visa, we're gonna try this. Maybe we wait for my double cross here and see if we can get this guy down to. Don't much care for him.
Sure. In the mental link, he'll say, perhaps have Zai, if she can, contact Drilla and have her meet us in the woods, perhaps with at least one assistant.
And we're moving?
Yeah, you guys can make your way.
As we're walking out, I'm gonna use now my subtle spell mage hand to pocket the note.
Okay, you pocket the note. He leads you out into this tavern-like room, and then out into the front of the manor, into the yard, down about halfway through, and then comes to kind of a sudden stop.
Oof.
Now here's we get double crossed.
Okay. That'll do. Roll initiative.
Oh no!
Actually, no, it's 10:30. Roll initiative next time. See you next time on the Roll Players podcast. Oh man.